when Ranveer is not around. Okay.
So actually when Ranveer is not around.
Okay. So the next kind of tax is the indirect tax. Indirect tax is, let's say I buy this bottle of water. So I have to pay a tax because I am being able to buy this bottle, and this bottle is being bottle of water is being manufactured somewhere. The usage of property, there's usage, so many things are there. Along with the thing, because I am privileged to buy this bottle, so I have to pay a tax, and that tax before GST was sales tax, which was different in different states. Now they have said that if these are called commodities. Okay, anything is called a commodity. So that there are two things. One is a commodity, and the other is a service. So or a good and service. So goods are all the physical thing like a phone, like a mouse, laptop, bottles, anything that you can think of that you buy is a good. And services, like say you call up Urban Clap and say come to my home and clean my home, come to my home and clean my fan, whatever, ACs, whatever you do. So that's a service. Both are taxable, and these are called indirect taxes. Okay, these are called indirect taxes. And all this now, this all have been unified, and we have GST. So there are different slabs: 5%, 10%, 15%, I think 12%, 18%. They have different slabs, and all of that is there. Now, understand this very clearly is that a tax is calculated on an amount that you are paying. Okay, for example, this phone, let's say, costs 10,000 rupees. Now, the seller is offering me a discount of 1,000 rupees, right? That means I am paying the seller 9,000 rupees. I'm paying the seller 9,000 rupees. If I'm paying the seller 9,000 rupees, my tax, whatever the percentage of tax, let's say 5% of tax, that 5% will be calculated on 9,000 rupees and not on 10,000 rupees. Okay. This is because that is what I am paying. Whatever the amount I'm paying, on that the tax is calculated. Okay. So that is what it is, direct tax. So direct tax, you understood, that's the salary. If you have a salary, you are salaried or you have a business, then you pay a tax. Okay. And if indirect tax is on all the goods and services that you are taking, on all those, you have to pay a GST, goods and services tax. And that's slab. For some services and goods, it's 5%. For some services and goods, it's 10%, for 12%, 16%, whatever the 26%, whatever the rates are.
Sir, I had a question actually, sir. So let's say if somebody is an artist and they're making a sale of, say, if they're making a sale of around 3 lakh rupees a year or something, sir, because if you're an artist, it makes a difference about how many paintings you're selling, right? So let's say if in 2020 person sells less artwork, and then in 2021 a person, the artist sells more artwork. So obviously it would differ, or is it a fixed one?
So, like, let's say, no. So there are two things here. Now, when you are selling an artwork, so first thing, you have to register yourself as a business. Okay. If you are registering yourself as a business, then your artwork will be in the purview of GST. Okay. If you are, say, let's say I am an artist and I am selling, so I will, if I register myself as a business, for profit business, then my artwork will be in the purview of GST, and probably the high, because it's a luxury item, artworks. So then probably the taxation would be around 26% of the amount, which the client or the end user will give. And then and I will have to file in that 26% was given as tax. Okay, I will have to file in my returns that way. If I am a freelancer, if I do not register myself as a business, just as a freelancer, in that case, this will be an income. So let's say 3 lakh rupees, I sell the artwork and they give 3 lakh rupees. Another artwork I sell for 5 lakh rupees. I get 3 lakh and 5 lakh. That's 8 lakh rupees. Let's say for 1 year, I am getting 8 lakh rupees. Now I'll have to file a tax return. I'll have to file a tax return, which is like any person at the end of the year, let's say, and this is also understand this is called a financial year. Like a calendar year is from January to December, right? A financial year is from April 1st of that year to March 31st of the next year. So as of now, we are in the financial year of April 1, 2021 to
Yes, sir. That's called
March,
financial.
March 31, 2022. This is a financial
Yes.
year.
Yes, yes,
Right.
yes.
So,
Sir, but why the difference?
this was done very, now they're trying to merge both financial and a calendar year. This was done with, I mean, I am not sure as to why or why there is a difference, but this is the standard that's followed in India at least. And it has been like that, but very interesting
Like
question.
if it's the same amount of time, 365 days, then why the difference?
Yes. I do not know. I do not know. Honestly, I'll have to find it out. This never struck me as to why, but I've heard that they are trying to merge both the years. So they are trying to take each month back and manage it. But I do not know why it is like that. Anyways, it is like that for now. It is like that. So let's say I have made an 8 lakh rupees of, that is my income of 8 lakh rupees. Then there are different tax ways to, so this becomes an indirect tax. Initially, if I am registering as a business, then artwork plus tax is what the client is paying to me. That's indirect tax the client is paying, and I will have to file in the GSTs as a business person. If I'm a freelancer and not registered as a business, then I will have to, so that becomes a consultancy or something like that. In that case, I will have to say that my income was 8 lakh rupees. On that basis, there is for freelancers, there is 50% tax. So 50% of your income is not taxable, and then the rest 50% is taxable. Basis that they will do all sorts of calculation and tell you this is the tax you have to pay. That becomes a direct tax. So there is a difference. If you are registered as a business, then you'll have to file in GST. Okay. If you are not registered as a business, then you'll have to give tax. And that tax, either you are a salaried person or a freelancer or a consultant. So then the tax slabs changes. You have to go for ITR 4, ITR 3. I'll just show you if we can. Income tax return.
Hello, sir. I couldn't hear anybody for the last couple of minutes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So here you see they have written file your ITR. If you go for file your ITR, anyways, you have to log in and all of that is there right now. But if you log in, you will see that you can ask your dad or mom to show it. If you file it, if you go there, you will have ITR 1, ITR 2, ITR 3, ITR 4. So which tax bracket you will fall in will be dependent on whether you are salaried, you are freelancer, you are contractual, and all of that will come. Okay. Yes, Kushagra had a question. Go ahead.
No, sir.
I had a question.
Okay, yes, go ahead.
This is Rida. Yeah.
Rida.
So well, actually, it's kind of related to this. So about indirect tax. So when you did talk about it, So taking the example of that, so say if it's indirect tax, so I'm guessing that in indirect tax we have to pay the tax based on, like, not based on one certain income, but based on every single good that we've used over there.
Yes.
So I'm just thinking that well, say if we have, so do we have VAT on simple products? Because if we have VAT on very simple products that require like a lot of goods to make, then wouldn't the tax be like too much? Because every single one of those goods would need a certain tax, right?
Yes. So
So why do
essentially
we do
what,
that?
right. So if you look at, let's say, this is very interesting and you should consider this as, let's say, what is minimum? So if you look at the farmers protest and everything, they are saying that minimum support price is something like, let's say, they are going to say that 340 rupees. For 3 rupees, they are going to, let's say, buy, I don't know, I'm not very sure, probably 100 kg. Okay. 100 kg of rice. For 340 rupees, they are buying. So the farmer is selling to the government for 340 rupees. It will be more, sorry, not 340, it is around 1200 rupees. So around 1200 rupees, they are selling 100 kg. While you are buying rice, 1 kg of rice will cost you 100 rupees. So why is this happening? Because there are a lot of taxes involved in it. Not only GST, lot of taxes involved in it, along with other costs that are added. When you are 1200 rupees, when they're giving just rice. Then the rice is processed in industry, packaged. So packaging, the plastics that you buy, that also has a GST that is added to the cost, and all of that is added to the cost. When finally you are buying, so 100, if you want to buy, so 100 kgs is for 1200 rupees. So let's say you buy 50 kg. I mean, let's say 50 kg will cost you 600 rupees. And if you want to buy 600 rupees, 650 kg, how much is the price? If it is 100 rupees per kg, it's 5,000 rupees, right? It's 5,000 rupees. So this is the, hello, can you hear me, guys?
So yeah, but isn't that too much of an increase?
Yes, it is too much of an increase. I mean, 100 rupees is obviously a bit of exaggeration. It is usually in the bracket of 40 rupees to 80 rupees. If you want quality, basmati and all of that, that's more than 100 rupees. You might get it for 200 rupees also. But 40 rupees to 80 rupees also is a huge increase in per kg rice. And that is because of the transportation, the packaging, the industrial processing and everything that is done on the rice, and the profit is added, and all the things, all the profits and everything, you are paying a GST. So that's why the increase. Okay. Okay. So basic thing that I want to tell you is that, let's say you have bought a thing for 8,000 rupees. Okay. And the tax is of 5%. So what will be the total money you will be paying? $8,000 plus GST. So if the GST is of 5%,
8,000 into 105.
Yeah. So 8,000 plus into the price, whatever the price, 5 by 100 into 8,000.
Into 8,000.
So this is 8,000. Huh?
Or just 8,000 into 105 upon.
8,400.
Yeah. So that is 8,400. 8,000 plus 400, that's 400. 8,400. So that's what you are going to pay. Now, in the next bit, let's say you have now let's say you have a object which is costing you 14,000 rupees. Let's say it's a TV. 14,000 rupees is what the MRP is, maximum retail price. Now they're giving you a discount of Now they're giving you a discount of, let's say, 5% on this.
MRP is GST included.
MRP is no, mine plus GST. So they are giving you a discount of on the MRP of 5%. So how much is the thing?
So the selling price is the mark price minus the discount. So MRP is 14,000, and we do 5% of 14,000, and that's 5 by 100, like 14,000 plus 5 by 100 of 14,000 into 14,000, and 700. So it's 14,000 plus 700, so it's 14,000.
Right. So 14%, 14,000 minus 5% of 14,000.
Yeah.
So 14,000.
So then after discount, it's 13,300.
Yeah, 700. So how much is that? 13,300, right?
300.
Yeah. Now, very interesting. Now, let's say, now you're adding a tax of 5% on this. How much will that be? How much will that be?
So 5% of 14,000.
No, this is what you are paying there. Yeah, this is what you are paying.
5%.
So, but MRP was the original price, right? So don't we calculate the tax on that?
No, whatever I told you, if you pay something, 14,000 is an amount that.
So the 14,000, that's the mark price, and to find the selling price, we just have to do mark price count. So the original selling price at which it's actually going to be sold becomes 13,300, and then of course we put the tax selling price.
Right.
So we get price up, so we do mark price minus discount, and then we put tax on selling price.
Right. So understand this. Firstly, after this, there is an amount of money that you will have to pay. On that, you will pay a tax. You will not pay a tax if you're getting a discount. The discount should be subtracted from the mark price. Whatever the selling price is, on that the tax is collected. Whatever money you're paying the owner, business owner, on that you are giving out a tax of 5%. Now give a tax of 5%. How much will that be? 13,300 plus 5% of not 1,400. Please understand, it's not 5% of 1,400. It's 5% of 13,300. Okay. So how much is that? 13,300 plus how much?
665.
665. Okay. So how much is that? 13,965, right?
Yeah.
See the amount and look, there are two things that happened here. Instinctively, if I am not doing math, I'm just instinctively saying, then I'm saying, okay, there is a discount of 5%. So the amount has come to 13,300. Now there is an increase of 5%. So the amount should be 14,000. If I'm not doing the maths, I can see that, okay, 14,000.
No, sir, that's not right, because the discount was on 14,000, but the tax was on 13,300. So how can the 5% of 14,000 be equal to 5% of 13,300?
Right.
Yeah.
So now the effective price is this much, which is less than the mark price. But see what happened also. Notice this, that they gave you a discount of 5%. So 5% of discount, after 5% of discount, the money is 13,300. But the effective price after the taxation is 13,965. So basically they give you a discount essentially of how much? 35 rupees.
But that's not true.
There would be
on
tax
14,000
14,000
14,000 as well. So that's not necessarily true, right?
Yeah.
So there's a 5% tax on 14,000 as well. So
14,000 as well.
5. Yeah.
So here is, so that is what happened. So actually, if you go to our market and look at all these things, this is how, you know, they will say a huge discount of 10%, 5%, whatever it is. And then finally you're paying effectively. What is going out of your pocket is not that. Okay. This also 14,000. If I had to do plus 5% of this, then 1,400 plus 700 is what you have to pay as tax. So that is also something that you have to look into. Okay, so let's do one more sum, should we?
Okay.
Okay. And this you can do it in a pop. Okay. So let's say you have you buy a iPhone for 54,000. For 54,000 rupees. Okay. An iPhone, I don't know. I think it's of around whatever iPhone 30.
Including tax or not including tax?
No. Plus GST. Plus GST. And I don't know what is. I think it's iPhone 13 or something. What is the latest version?
So iPhone 13 is way
13.
expensive than that. It's like
That's double
that.
this. It's about 1
Yeah,
lakh.
double this.
Okay, double this. Okay, whatever. So iPhone 12. Should I write iPhone 12?
So you can say iPhone 6.
6.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
iPhone 6.
6
Okay,
is like
iPhone 6.
30,000. This is 11.
Okay, iPhone 11. Okay, last iPhone 11. 54,000 plus GST. Now the GST is around 18% because the gold right now is a luxury item. So it is a 18% GST. Okay. Now, before giving the GST, they say that there is a discount of 10% on this. So what is the effective price? Or what is the price that you're going to give? What is the total amount? Tax plus the total amount that you're going to give.
So effective price is the selling price.
Yeah. Not the selling price. Selling price, I mean, it's not called effective price. It's the selling price plus the tax. Plus the tax on the selling price, okay? Not on the MRP. This is the MRP or the mark price.
So do we solve it in our notebooks first and then?
Yeah. Solve it in your notebook first. Done, guys?
Yes, sir.
Doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so done.
Okay. Go ahead, tell me. How did you do?
Okay. First, so
So may I solve this?
the discount is, anyways. So the mark price.
Let Ridan do this. Yeah. Okay.
So
So
the discount is on the mark price. So firstly, we find 10%
selling
of
price.
yeah.
So
we find
5,400. Sorry, 54,000 minus 10% of 54,000, which is the discount.
Yeah. So 10% of 54,000 is 5,400.
Wait a second, let me just increase this one. So how much is that?
So 10% of 50, that's 5,400, and then we do 54,000 minus 5,400. Yeah, which is equal to 48,600.
48,600. Okay.
And now we have to add the GST on this, which is of 18%. So then we do 18% of 48,600.
48,600 plus 18% of
48,600.
18%
So you wrote,
of 48,000. Sorry.
so you wrote 4,800. Yeah. So that is going to be 8,748.
8,748, right?
So 48,600 plus, yeah, and that's going to be equal to 57,348, and that's the selling price.
Right, Sharvi, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, comfortable with understanding what tax is and when tax is calculated? Like, should I calculate the tax?
Yes, sir.
Right, we should calculate the tax after the discount is given. Please understand this, right? Not on the mark price, but on actually the actual price that you are paying. On that, the tax is calculated, and the tax rate, of course, varies. But yeah, okay, done, guys.
Yeah, so it's time for our
Okay.
next class.
Yeah, sure. Bye bye. I will see you not probably this week, probably the next week. Yeah.
Yeah. So also I
Bye.
might do school. I'll
I'm
most
sorry,
likely
what?
do. So
Sorry,
I'll
what
come to
reason?
school and I'll be coming to
Lovely.
school and fair. Most probably.
Great.
Yeah. Convince my mother, but she's probably gonna let me go.
Great.
Okay, bye,
Meet
sir.
you. Bye. Bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Bye. 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 Bye.